This is the 18 WJTS News. In tonight's news, the Jasper Chamber now accepting nominations for Community Service Award. A Brownfield Midwest Ag Network reporter visited the DuBois County Fair last week. Unseasonably cool weather is in store for this weekend. In sports, Kurt Guxell reviews results. And on WJTS Inform, folks from the Jasper Strassenfest join us once again. We'll hear about German heritage and entertainment from Laura Grammer and Anna Grant. All this and more coming up next on the 18 WJTS News. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Bill Potter with the WJTS News. The Jasper Chamber of Commerce is accepting nominations for its 2019 President's Community Excellence Award. The award is presented annually by the President of the Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors. The presentation is made to an individual who has contributed generously of his or her time, talents, or resources to the Jasper community. This award is open to all walks of life and honors those who give what they can of what they have in order to make a difference. The works and public service of these individuals are often known only to a few. The nominations that are received will help recognize those who give so generously of themselves. All nominations will be judged by a committee drawn from the current Jasper Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors. The award will be presented by Jasper Board President Tom Moorman at the annual Chamber meeting to be held on October 11th, 2019. So deadline for nominations is September 1st, 2019. Start working now. The nominee must be an individual, but may be nominated by an individual or organization. Nomination forms are available at the Jasper Chamber of Commerce and may be submitted along with a letter of up to one page listing your reasons for the nomination and a biography of the individual listing his or her service to the community. Nominations that were submitted in previous years are encouraged to be resubmitted for consideration in this year's selection process. Nomination forms are available at the Jasper Chamber of Commerce office, 302 West 6th Street in Jasper, or you can call the Jasper Chamber for more information, 812-482-6866, 482-6866. A little history. The first President's Award was presented posthumously to Alvin C. Ruxer in 1991. Other award winners include Bob Siebert, Anna Hickey, Jim Steftenagel, Ed Rumbach, Bob Grommelsbacher, Patty Cox, Bob Steffi, Rich Eckerly, Norbert Eckerly, Leon Fleck, Dave Beeler, Dan Mundy, Lynn Crodel, Ken Sindelweck, Ken Sternberg, and Maureen Braun, Donnie Licklider, Dr. Nancy Otte, Gervis Schwank, Joe Roletter, Bernie Vogler, John Siebert, Becky Beckman, Mike Jones, Mike Ackerman, Dan Fritsch, John Sang, and Dean Vonderheide. The Indiana Department of Transportation announces a lane closure for State Road 545 in northeastern DuBois for a bridge rehab project. Beginning on or around Thursday, August 1st, contractors will begin phase 1 of the project to rehabilitate the bridge spanning the Patoka River on State Road 545, about 2.5 miles south of State Road 56. During the first phase, the northbound lane will be closed for joint replacement, and the southbound lane will be restricted to a 12-foot lane. During the project, the restrictions will be in place around the clock. Work is expected to last until the beginning of September, weather permitting. NDOT urges drivers to slow down and stay alert near crews. Something sweet and savory is headed to Jasper later this year. Pub and Grub is coming soon to 514 North Jackson Street, the former location of the 514. And Yaggies. The restaurant serves lunch, dinner, and drinks. Bones Barbecue, sandwiches, and pizza are just a few of the items on their menu. Currently, the restaurant has locations in Patoka Lake, or at Patoka Lake, and in Vincennes. According to their website, the owners, Jared and Rob, first connected when Jared married into Rob's extended family. With some extra help from their wives, they opened the Patoka Lake Pub and Grub on May 1st, 2017, followed by the opening of the Vincennes Pub and Grub this past January. The Jasper Pub and Grub is scheduled to open later this year. An exact date has not been announced yet. Agriculture remains an important part of Indiana's economy. We caught up with Amy Simpson with the Brownfield Ag Network at the Du Bois County 4-H Fair and discussed ag. Amy Simpson told us that her job entails many of the important parts of agriculture.
That's right. I'm an anchor reporter for Brownfield, and I talk to farmers about what concerns them, whether it's planting or trade or anything else.
We found out from Amy that farmers have been planting crops later than usual this year.
Yeah, typically they're planting in April, and they weren't really able to get in the fields until May or June, and some even July. So it's been a tough year for farmers. Amy
also told us that the crops in the field surprisingly need more rain.
So we've had a lot of rain this year, but this recent heat is causing stress on crops. And believe it or not, even though we've had all of this rain, we actually need some more because of the heat.
If you want to know more about Brownfield Ag, you can always hear the daily ag reports on our radio partners, 101 Country WBDC, 103.3 The Fix WAXL, or 94.5 FM The Razor WRZR. Now stay tuned. Weather and sports are still to come here on 18 WJTS News.